What's going on, guys? Threws on the block back again. So I got a little bit of something going on here. I do. But we gotta get this done. What can I say? Anyway, today we're gonna be working on some paint prep. I've got a bumper and a grill and some mirrors for this OBS truck. Put a picture of it right here. We gotta get these prepped up. Tonight I'm gonna be focusing on getting the bumper prep. It's the front bumper. The grill's gonna be a simple one. It's brand new plastic. The mirrors, they're pretty much ready to go. We already got those taped up. But this metal bumper has got a little imperfection from shipping. We're gonna get that worked out. Show you guys how to work that. If you happen to buy one and it's not quite paint ready, I'm gonna show you how to get it there. Alright, here is the front bumper for this OBS truck. And as you can see right here, it was damaged in shipping right there. Aside from that, it's got a little bit of dust on it where it's just not been in the garage working, but it's in pretty decent shape other than that. There's a little ding in that bumper. Not sure if the camera's picking it up, but there's a little shadow right there. So we'll take care of getting that out as well. And even though this truck's going to be worked, we're going to make sure when it leaves the shop, it leaves in the best condition possible. Oh yeah, you guys wondering about that? That's the Misfit. It's got stuff all over it. Put a link at the top of the screen, get you guys caught up on what's going on with that. Then we're focused on this here, and we'll take care of this little shadow right in there. Alright, so if you guys are wondering why I'm taking the time to go over this whole bumper, aside from the areas that were damaged in shipping, with the DA, got some 220 on there. You can use 220 or 400. I think I got 220 on the pad right now. But these little dark areas are all low spots on this bumper. All through here. So this particular truck's going to be shot in white. Oh, spoiler alert. So these really are not going to show up. However, practice makes perfect. Prep it like you're shooting black, because this would show up on black or any dark color. Your light colors reflect a lot of light, dark colors absorb all the light. So we're going to go ahead and get this out of here. I'm going to go over the entire bumper. I'll show you some other areas that also popped up. You see these areas here? All those dark spots are lows. Dark spots there, lows. More lows right there. Now, you could fill prime this, and that'll take care of a lot of these areas. I'm just going to go ahead and take it down. That'll speed up my process. I can hit it with primer in my spots that are bare, where I've got to do some repairs at. Then the rest of it, I'll just put some sealer on it. We'll be ready for paint. Alright, so this bumper is brand new, and you can see, even though it's brand new, there were some imperfections on this end here, and there's still a little imperfection right here on this very edge. I have to fix that. And then on the other side of this bumper, you'll also notice that there's an imperfection down here. There's one right there, one right there. So all these I've worked out to get this thing as smooth as I can. And this on this side, this was really wavy. That's why you see the body photos in here. It was just wavy all throughout here. And it's not too bad right now. It's mainly where the steel was rolled or stamped in the press, and it just wrinkled this whole side. But it's much better than it was. I just do a little rework right in here just to get it spot on where it needs to be at. And of course I had to go down the face of this thing because all those little spots, the dark areas you see are low spots where they painted this bumper with the primer. So that all has to be fixed before you paint it, otherwise it'll show up in your paint. So even brand new parts have to be worked. So it's just something to consider if you're deciding, hey, I'm going to paint my car, I'm going to replace the bumper. Now granted, this is a steel bumper. Rubber bumpers, not as bad, but you still have areas that are not going to be perfect, so you're going to have to work those. It's just part of the prep work. Prep work is your paint job. I think my friend Pete says that a lot. Anyway, so we got the front bumper. It's about 98% ready to be primed. The grill has already been rubbed down with my scuffing pad. Didn't do any scuff paste on there. Did a scuff pad, and then I did some 400 in some areas that were actually pretty rough. Got those smoothed out. So we'll wax and grease remove this guy, and get ready to wax and grease remove this guy. And then my mirrors are hung, and they are completely taped up. So they are ready for some spray action. We're going to go ahead and get these cleaned up. I'm going to paint the mirrors, the front bumper, and the grill all at the same time, since I got those all off the truck. Then everything else will be painted on the truck. Anyway, make sure you take extra time to tape up everything that you don't want painted. You see I got the glass taped up, even the little spotlight down in there. Takes a little extra time, but it's a heck of a lot easier than trying to remove the overspray of the extra paint. So just take your time, get it taped up. Make sure you use some quality products. You can check out Speedokote Refinish Network. Marco's got a good setup with his Mark 1 Refinish Pro. Comes with a spray gun and some masking plastic and tape and all the things you need to get the job done. You can also find it on Amazon. I may start putting links in the description below. I stopped doing that because nobody's clicking on them, and then they turned off my affiliate account, and yeah, so that's why that disappeared. But I'll put some links down anyway, just help you guys out. Even if you don't click on my links. Even though I try to find the best price out there, because I'm not making any money off this. All right, I'm gonna quit yakking. I'm gonna go ahead and get back to working on this bumper. When the sun comes up in the morning, I'll show you where we're at on the truck. The truck has been a nightmare to disassemble just because of old fasteners and screws breaking off and all that kind of wonderful stuff that always happens whenever you get a vehicle in for paint and it's a full body paint job. If it's just a respray, you're shooting all your outside panels, you're not worried about door jams. It's a whole lot easier, a whole lot faster. So if you're wondering, why does my paint job cost so much? If you're changing the color of your vehicle and you don't want to see the old color, that's what you're paying for. I'm gonna throw down some paint. Got my areas worked up on the bumper. Fan going over there. Not using my big fan because I just got some small parts. The mirror's ready. So the Speedokote bright white base coat, laid down exceptionally well. Really great coverage. 2 coats, and as you saw, these parts were black plastic, or the bumper itself was black. So if I'd have done a little bit of primer or sealer, probably could have just done 1 coat. But I really wanted to test out the product to see how well it could just cover black, which did a heck of a good job. Seriously good job. You can see the color is even all the way around. No imperfections in the finish. So she will be ready for some clear coat right about now. Mirrors turned out really well. Lots of nooks and crannies. They would work in all those little areas. So these are going to look great once they're done. I'll mix up some clear. We're going to be using the production clear coat. SMR 135. That's what we'll be putting on top of this. I have been waiting to use this right here. The Mark 1 Refinish Pro. Oh yeah. And I'm just going to go ahead and say, Marco, you did an exceptional job. And this thing has a built-in swivel right here. I went to tighten up my little secondary air trap. Kept spinning and spinning, and I said, oh man. He's ruined me now. He's ruined me now. He built it into the gun. So, what can I say? So the results speak for themselves. As you can see here, this Speedokote clear laid out like glass. Very impressive product. Easy to use. This is a finish right off the gun. No cut, no buff. Very impressive. It's one reason why I go to this. Be sure to check out the next video where we continue the disassembly and removal of the old parts on this OBS Chevy truck. My name's Erwin. This Thrills on the Block, where we're giving back what time has taken away. We'll see you soon.